Hello and welcome to another edition of the Fatu Network News Review program. We again, I'm not going to say we apologize for coming in late, but yes, it was some technical issues that we had to take care of. Alhamdulillah, it's all taken care of now. We are starting exactly at 3:32 in the Gambia, and that will be about 11:32 Eastern Time. Once again, welcome to the program. I am Fatu Camara.
I am Omar Wali.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the News Review program. Later on, we will have Tukulor C on the line just to say, if you also would like to call in to contribute in the program, the number to call is our Skype, which is Fatu Radio Live. For those of you who have been following us during the struggle, you have the number. So you can always call us on Skype, and it's Fatu Radio Live. And also feel free to send us messages if you want us to read them out. If you have my WhatsApp or Omar's WhatsApp or Facebook, you can also send it to us via Messenger. We'll be able to read it all here for you. It is Thursday today, July the 5th, right?
Right.
Because July the 4th was yesterday, and there were a lot of people home who did not go to work. It was like a holiday in the United States. So thank you once again for joining us. So we go into the program proper, and we will start by looking into the newspapers, and we will, of course, start with the Standard newspaper, where Gambia is alarmed over raid of ISIS converts. If you've been following the news recently, there's been talk that two Gambians who are on asylum in Europe joined ISIS. They shifted allegiance to ISIS, and we have seen the government is talking about this issue now. And the Standard newspaper, the Minister of Interior, Ibrahim Mbalo, has told the Standard newspaper that and this is what he said. Let me just go straight to the quote. They said, when asked about what the ministry is doing about the issue, Minister Mbalo replied, of course, we are doing something about it. How can we not do something of this nature? So the minister is saying that the government is trying to do something about this issue. And he went on to say, it is a concern, and I can confirm to you that we have opened an investigation into the matter, and that the Immigration Department is leading the investigation. But I cannot tell you anything more than that for now, because the issue is on the investigation. That's why the minister is saying, I cannot say anything more, but all I can tell you that this is a very great concern to the government of the Gambia and, of course, to the ministry, and we are trying to see what we can do to address this issue. And of course, the APRC Bujaju was on the phone. That was the one you spoke to yesterday, right? Yeah, he spoke to Omar Wali yesterday. Fabakari is saying that he is expelled. The APRC back and forth keeps going. But then, you know, that's what we can say is that we actually don't even know, because Bo could come tomorrow and say he's the deputy party leader and they expelled Fabakari. So right now, we don't know. The ping pong blame game continues at the APRC. Hopefully, if we have any more information, we will let you all know. And the Standard also has ex-VP Tambajang speaks. That's actually what was on Twitter, and also it was the same message that was on Facebook, that was to say that she left office and that she will continue to work in the best interest of the Gambia. And it ended with what Omar Wali and I were talking yesterday when she said, my new mission as a private citizen is to continue championing democracy, sustainable peace, and development. And she ended that with, for the Gambia ever true. We understand that right now the former vice president is in Swiss, where she was taking part in a speaking engagement. A lot of people are asking if this is official, but definitely looking at it, this is an engagement that is not official. She was called to speak at an event. I'm sure this could have been arranged when she was in office, but it is not an official engagement. And that's all from the Standard newspaper. And My Fati Confident Coalition is on track despite challenges. It looks like these are interviews that Mai gave to the Standard before, so they're trying to serialize. Yeah, they're trying to serialize that. You know, the journalists do that all the time. Omar Wali knows. So after that, we will talk about that later, Omar Wali and I. And on the Point newspaper, VP Dabo, Gambia values America's friendship. The Vice President, lawyer Usainu Dabo, was speaking at the July 4th celebrations, the 242nd Independence celebrations of America. That's where Honorable Dabo was speaking. And he said that the Gambia truly values the friendship of the United States and is appreciative of the leadership role U.S. plays in the world. And of course, still on the newspaper, the Foria, the Point newspaper, they're reporting that the consul, Ami Bensouda, said taxpayers' money should not settle Euro Africa Group, and that's Bas's company. Ami Bensouda is saying the loans that you have, the taxpayers of Gambia, their money can definitely not settle your loans. That's also on there. And U.S. Ambassador Patricia Alsop is also there, showing that her continuous support to the new Gambia. That's also on the paper, the Point newspaper. And Foria newspaper swearing in of members of the Faraba Commission. Our reporter was there, and a few minutes ago we just posted that story on the inauguration of the Commission of Inquiry, the swearing-in ceremony of Emmanuel Diouf and other members of the commission. This is the commission, it's a presidential commission that was set up to look into the Faraba issue, what actually happened, what went wrong. And we posted a story. If you check in, you will see that on our website. And NAWEC board finally appeared before PEG. NAWEC and this packing pack. And contaminated eggs to be destroyed. That's also on the newspaper, of course, on Foria newspaper. And it says that 640 cartons of contaminated eggs are to be destroyed if the information that they're getting is anything to go by. And this was by the Managing Director of the Food Safety and Quality Authority, Zainab Jallo, was the one who was speaking to the paper. And still on the Foria newspaper, development is impossible with 8 dependents. That's Suwaibu Toure speaking right there. And there's this paper that I was looking at today that I find really interesting. I don't know which one was it again, where some members of parliament were speaking. It's in one of the papers. 15 drug traffickers, not that. Faraba, Sambang Mandinka petition CRR governor over disputed land. These land issues are becoming too much now. It looks like there's a whole lot of land issues now. Let's see. Okay, I don't think it's on this one. It should be on one of these papers where we had National Assembly members speaking about some issues, and one of them was speaking about Davos audio. We will talk about that audio later on, right? Yeah, the audio that it's an audio that was out from a while ago, and people are thinking that that is the reason why all these people were removed, because Dabo said there that after the Ramadan. Oh. Yes, so the cabinet reshuffle was politically motivated. That was said by the Honorable Mohamed Ndau, National Assembly member for Banjul Central. He said that the cabinet reshuffle politically motivated, and that it was meant to satisfy one political party, and he said that political party is the UDP. That is also on the newspaper right here. And Central Bank was used as an ATM card. That's very interesting. He said the National Assembly member for Nyamina West constituency, Honorable Demba Sow, was the one saying that the Central Bank of the Gambia was used as ATM, where former regime officials used their card to withdraw government cash without any regards to the law. That's very interesting right there. So that is all in the newspapers today, and that was the Voice newspaper. Voice, is it like a daily paper? Let's see. Voice, yes. Yes, it's a daily paper. So it's the Gambia Daily, that's not daily. The Gambia Daily is not daily. Yeah. I don't think it's daily, because I was talking to one of them, but it says daily, so I don't think they will put daily and not come daily, because that wouldn't make sense.
That is the name of the paper, daily newspaper.
Well, so that doesn't mean that it's daily.
No.
Okay, so the commission was actually inaugurated today at the office of the president, and the president said it's only the truth that can free the people of Faraba, and he expressed confidence with the people that are in the board, and said that he hopes that they will not, what was the word, that the exact word that the president used? He said, the Gambian leader said he trusts the recommendations of the commission, that it would be without prejudice against anybody. Yeah. I think that's very important in investigation.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Independent truth, because that's the only way they can, that's why it was set up to look into, excuse me, what had happened in Faraba Banta. So that's the truth. When they're in search of truth and they get the truth, and people will, that's the time we will know, because a lot of things happen. We talk about pool head in the issue. We talk about the blame game was there. So, but when they finalize and come up with their findings, that's the time the truth shall prevail, and like I always said, the truth shall set us free.
Well, the people asking right there, they're asking what about the sports part of it, unless if we find a sports reporter or somebody who is, Omar, are you very much into sports? Because I'm...
No.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we don't give sports news. So
Yeah,
we have to find a
we
way.
can.
Maybe you can be looking at the sports news later on. But there's not much. Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid, considering 88 million Juventus bid. That's what's on there. And then it has Eric Abidal. If I do sports, I may not even be able to pronounce their names. That's how much I am not into sports. So Eric Abidal, Barcelona denied former president both illegal liver for defender. That's also on there. And of course, Real Madrid deny having Kylian whatever deal with Paris Saint-Germain. You see what I'm talking about? So let's keep that for another day.
You don't know their names?
No, I'm not into it. You know, the only time I know who is playing, if you tell me who's wearing what, that's when it makes a little bit more sense to me. You know, the Senegalese, I know Sadio Mane. He's number 10. He was the captain. And I know Sadio Mane, and the Hadim Jai, the goalkeeper.
And who else?
I know the two of them.
Mambiran Diouf.
Who is he?
You don't even know.
No. Do you know who that one is?
I've been killing following the World Cup, and you know only 2-3 people in the team.
Well, yes, because I was rooting for Senegal.
You're rooting for Senegal.
Yes, so I didn't really have to know everyone. Do you know a whole lot of them?
Not even those who are playing way back in the days in Cameroon, in Nigeria.
You don't know them?
No, I know all of them. The Amokachis, the JJ Okochas.
You're not even saying anything.
Oh,
like JJ Okocha
of Nigeria.
I know JJ Okocha. We're talking about the other names, the ones that are not very prominent.
They're not, Joseph Antoine Bell, Cameroon.
I think that name sounds familiar.
The Indomitable Lions.
Wow.
So you see?
That's what they used to call him?
Yes, that's the name, Joseph Antoine Bell.
Okay, concerned why he has not shown the same ambition with regards to the abuse of office and corruption. Yeah, someone is saying that if the president is so concerned about Faraba Banta, why not show the same same ambition with regards to the abuse of office and corruption in his administration? You know, we've been hearing this corruption talk for a long time. I've always said it on here that all these people saying, we hear things. We hear this person is building a house, this person is building a house, but if there is any evidence, anytime we have something that when we show it, that will show us that there definitely is corruption, that would be great. If you have that, please send it to us, right?
Right.
Because there's a lot of allegation about corruption, but where is the evidence? Because there's one thing that we cannot do. I know a lot of people would say the media is kind of like acting like they don't know what is happening, but what proof do we have to show?
Well, that's it. You cannot allege and without proof. Who allege whatever must prove. So, although some of the people just make these claims that there is corruption, but you ask them where is the corruption for us to even begin to investigate, they will not be able to tell you. So sometimes it's a kind of a blank allegation. There is corruption. There is corruption. Where to start? Tell me where there is some element of corruption. Most of them will not be able to tell you.
But you know, these people who are involved in corruption, they also are experts in it because they have to cover themselves. So, but still, if you feel so strong about it, that you've seen it, there's a paper trail, there's a transaction that you think was not right, or what we're hearing is that they're building homes.
Right.
But you see, the rate that these people are traveling, you know, maybe they could also start with that, because I remember when I worked with some members of the military, they actually were saving their money and they were building homes. Maybe it would not be fast. I think what would raise an eyebrow is that when you build a house and within a short time you finish it. I think with that people could ask, where is that money coming from? But definitely, other than that,
yeah. Like you said, most of them will go for peacekeeping and they'll make plenty of money.
yeah.
And when they come, they bill.
Yeah, but the ones in the government, the ministers and stuff, we know they do not go for peacekeeping. But like we said, if you have any evidence, please do not hesitate to bring that up for us so that we can. And you went to the U.S. Embassy event. That was the Independence Day. How did that event go? Lawyer Usainu Dabo was there, and if I could, I think that is like his first engagement.
Yeah.
As vice president. But was he there as vice president or foreign minister?
Well,
I think he's more of foreign minister.
Foreign minister, but he told the American ambassador that, well, I'm here in my capacity as foreign minister, but you are calling me the vice president, so I will accept that one.
Yes, exactly.
Because he did not take like in Kenya, we call it vice president designate. He's vice president designate.
He's not sworn in yet.
He's not sworn in yet. Yeah. So he's yet to take the oath and leave the foreign ministry and take up the vice president role. But he was there in his capacity as a foreign minister. Although they were, the American ambassador was referring to him as the vice president and some of the speakers, but he later said, fine, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In matter capacity, he's an elder statesman.
Yeah. Well, he definitely is vice president of the Republic of the Gambia, but when he attended the 242nd independence anniversary of the United States of America at the ambassador's residence, actually at the Cocoa Ocean, at that time he went in there in his capacity as the foreign minister, because every time there's an inauguration of that sort, the foreign minister is always there to speak immediately after I think it was the host country, the host country, that's the foreign minister, and then the ambassador also would speak.
Exactly.
How did that event go? Because it was raining on that day. I was thinking maybe the crowd.
Most of the people who attended, some of them came with their cars, and they will drive all the way to the gate and just get into the hotel. Yeah, so it was okay, and they erected a tent, and some people were there with umbrellas as well. So. Okay. It did not really affect the event on that day.
Okay. So those asking, was the cabinet reshuffle due to allegations of corruption? The president made that clear. He said it definitely has nothing absolutely to do with corruption. The president did say that on arrival from the AU meeting in Mauritania, when he said that definitely the cabinet reshuffle has nothing to do with corruption, and there are people still asking. And there is this other National Assembly member that I was talking about of Banjul Central, who said that the whole cabinet reshuffle was to satisfy one party, and he said UDP.
Yeah, that's what they.
Well, that's what he is.
Honorable Ndao said.
Yeah, that's what Honorable Ndao of the Banjul Central is saying. Well, I think now if we can have Tukuro call in, we can talk to her, and then when we are ready, we can continue with the program. The Gambia also alarmed over the raid of ISIS converts. Can you get her to call us on the Skype, and then we will discuss the Tuku Jallo, the alleged video that is said to be from Tuku Jallo. We'll talk about that, the audio, and we'll also talk about the audio of lawyer Ousainou Darboe, because we've been getting a lot of messages and people are like, oh, well, how come you didn't talk about lawyer Ousainou Darboe? I mean, I don't know why people always think that when you don't talk about something, you're trying to cover those people up. What it is we have a whole lot of stuff going. Sometimes you see these things before us. Yeah. So if you do, just send it to us. But it's not like, why are you not talking about lawyer Ousainou Darboe video? If there's something to talk about, of course, we definitely would love to talk about that. And the UDP knows that. And lawyer Ousainou Darboe knows that. So it is not a problem. Don't make it sound like we're trying to avoid some things and bringing some things to light. That would be very unfair charge. Can we take a break? Oh, she's here. Hello, Tukulor.
Hello, Fatumata Bintu.
Yes, how are you? So we are trying to stop holding the phone up to our to the mic, which is very unprofessional. We've been doing it, it's wrong. But now we have you on. It's good. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so what is this thing about this audio? Because somebody today told me, Tukulor Side, Wahambi. I'm like, it's not Tukulor.
Fatu.
Yes.
Fatu, remember when Tuku Jallo heckled the vice president?
Yes.
During the independence celebration, remember that happened too? I had this guy called something Da Costa. He was in my inbox, insulting me. Then he took Tuku Jallo's pictures and put, stuff on it and insulting me. And I'm like, that's not me. And then it's like, I don't even answer people. So this one too, there's this young man he said he's in Italy. He said, you're a bad woman. And I'm like, really? So, and this is a kid who I friended because he's your friend too.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm like, okay, the kids in Italy, we all knew their story and we all tried to be sensitive towards them. But he came after me and he said to me, and I said, why? And he said, well, you came to Italy, you promised us all these things and you didn't, you said you were going to come back and give us money. And I said, huh? I've never been to Italy. And then he puts his picture with Tuku in my inbox. and I got so mad. I should have laughed, but I got mad and I said, dude, this is not me. That's my sister, Tuku Jallo. So it's just one of those things. I have nothing against Tuku, but Tuku's troubles just follow me everywhere.
Okay, so that is to say that video was actually, the audio is definitely not Tukulor C, it is Tuku Jallo, and your friend, it is actually alleged to be Tuku Jallo. Your friend Pata is on here. She said he just doesn't get it why you have to come and clarify this. You know, he's
Because
being...
and I'm sorry that this is a very professional platform. And if this was on his wall, I would have. And then here is Fenda, his sister, calling me tuku tuku tuku, and with knives and everything in my messenger. And the reason why people call me tuku on social media is because of Pata, MB, and Fenda. Yes. So, but Pata, I will respond to you on your wall the way I usually do.
So Fenda is also on your messenger calling you tuku?
Oh yeah, and then she would send me all kinds of knives. Anytime I say something to Pata, Fenda does that.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, Tukulor, you had the audios. Well, very unfortunate audio is really unfortunate, but this looks like a conversation with somebody else, and then they decide to make it public, which is sad. But I think what this would tell all of us is to be very careful who we talk to.
Well, Fatu, I think I've said this to you many, many times. What is sad about this is we all fought together, but because of politics, I feel like Gambians have become these monsters. You know, because for me, you know, as a Muslim, and yeah, I'm going to see people say, oh, don't bring religion into this. But for me personally, betraying the confidence of an individual, that is what that is. Yes, it is not okay to be sending, you know, innuendo, and really blasphemous stuff about people that you're not aware of. But at the same time, I just cannot fathom sharing an audio with a person that it was not intended. It's just out of this world. But Tuku should know better. She is a diplomat. And, you know, this is too sensitive. She should just have stayed out of this. People need to realize that Auntie Fatoumata Tambajang and Uncle Usainu Dabo are very, very close. That she met her husband, I understand, through Uncle Usainu, Mr. Tambajang, because that was Uncle Usainu's best friend. So people I think sometimes the people on social media and Gambians make things bigger than they should.
Mm-hmm. Well, very unfortunate situation, especially coming from somebody who is a diplomat, like you mentioned, you know, is very unfortunate. I don't know what she's going to do about this situation and what the government is going to do about it. I was going to find out from the communications, is it director or officer? Officer, but actually I did not have the chance to call him earlier on today, Sekou Ceesay, to find out what the government stand is on this. But whoever also made that audio public definitely has a responsibility in this. I think it is very wrong when people trust you and talk to you. We should be very careful when we put those out right there. But Tukulor C, thank you very much for your time. Last word?
No, I'm just going to say my last words have nothing to do with this Tuku issue. It has everything to do with how proud those of us, especially in the diaspora, are of you. We knew that when you went home, you hate being praised. I bet your face is going like,
exactly,
oh my God.
Please.
But, you know,
okay, tell Omar Wali. He's, you know, Omar Wali, you know, I'm happy that he is here on this platform with me. So maybe tell him.
Yeah, well, I'll get to Omar too. But, I know that this is different than on the radio, but I just wanted to say thank you to you for the good job you have done here when you were in the diaspora, because a lot of people think that Tukulor is this big powerhouse and blah, blah, blah. But I was a sissy. I used to cry all the time when people criticized me. I didn't dare do a video, and it was your encouragement that got me to be the strong person that I am back when we had the struggle. So, because I just did things behind my keyboard, but I didn't want to come forward, and you forced me. And I can see that you are mentoring a lot of young ladies, and you had said you were going to do this. You and I and Tuka used to talk many, many hours, and you are doing exactly the things you said you're going to do. As for Omar, I cannot say any more. I've said that I flooded his inbox with compliments. He's professional, and Omar is a hard worker just like you, and people don't realize that you are a workaholic, and so having a workaholic near you is what's going to make you successful. And Omar and everybody behind the scenes, we thank all of you. As you know, Umi Andrews and I are the president and vice president of Fatu Network, and we say thank you to everybody, from the camera people, the guy that hooked me up on Skype here, and everybody. We say a huge thank you to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tukulorosi. We appreciate your time. Just to tell those who are just joining us now, you're watching the Fatu Network News Review program right here on our studios on Caraba Avenue. And we are happy to be here. Do you have the audio that they said is from Tuku Jalo? I actually, yes, I think, this is very unfortunate. Omar, this is why we're always very, very, careful. Everybody has to be very careful with who you talk to. I am sure she knows who she spoke to about this, right?
She will know.
So maybe that person sent it to a friend. That's how these things go all over the place. Like I would trust Omar Wali and send you something. And you also would trust our Sise, you send it to her. She also would trust Tukulor C and send it to Tukulor. That's how it gets out of hand.
There is this proverb by Lalo Keva. One said, Dunia ve terikili. I trust you, you trust someone so I can get a private, we can have a private discussion, send me a private message that this is what happened. You might also trust someone there and say, listen, this is what I discussed with Omar, or this is what Omar sent me. So this is how it normally falls into wrong hands. So it all boils down to one thing. You at a certain level, know what to say, especially.
But sometimes we all want to gossip. We're human beings. Sometimes once in a while, you just want to talk about something silly. I'm not saying go into somebody's personal life, but sometimes once in a while you want to talk about something silly and you need that person to confide in, to talk to. But what they did to Tukujalo right here, I mean, it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate.
That's why people should stop questioning. Whether it's gossip or private conversation or so.
So we have to stop everything now and not talk.
It happens in France back when Obama was president. And Sarkozy was in charge at the time in France, and they had a private conversation. So they asked the journalist to switch off the mic, and he did not. So Sarkozy came to Obama and said, I don't like Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yes.
And Obama told him, oh, I have to deal with him. I have to deal with him every day, so I have no choice. For me, I have to deal with Benjamin Netanyahu. You know how Israel-America relationship is. So that thing happened. Obama was in Russia.
If we have the audio, can you please give it to the technicians so they can play it? Okay, if you go behind the cameras right there. Yes.
The same thing, Obama was in Russia at the time when Medvedev was president. He was telling Medvedev, if Putin asks you to step down, don't. Because, we all know there's a musical chair and some Putin fans will strangle me, but that's what happens. They'll be like, well, when Putin finishes 10 years, the prime minister will come, he will serve 5 years, and Putin will come again, and, that's how they were doing. So, but like Tukulorsi said, people should know what to say, especially because we are in an information age. Whatever you put today, you don't always, the moment you release the message, it doesn't belong to you anymore. It goes through a system, and everybody get it.
Yeah, this is why it's very important for all of us to know who we talk to and also who we send photos to, who are those people that we talk to is very, very important. Even if these people are very close to you, still be careful. You don't know when they're going to get pissed off with you. You don't know when they're going to get angry with you and put that information out there. But if we have the audio, can you play it so we can hear a little bit? It's very unfortunate though.
Very.
Very unfortunate.
Do you send voice message notes?
I do, but what I say there, you can put it on Daily Observer or Standard newspaper. Yeah.
No problem.
Hello, Fatu that kind of thing, Some people would tell me, message. And all my messages are like, Che.
It's very
sad, but it's not fair. It's not fair. I'm unfair. But I'm unfair. It's not fair. But in the more definitely. Yeah, so super rek then we play ko ñu déglu tuuti. Okay. So mu ngi melni okay, so léegi xaaral Omar Wali, they're going to give it to you because we didn't plan this at a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, so they're going to give it to you so you can play. Which one is it? Before we play your own one and your secret comes out. This guy who also gives the...
Okay, let me see.
Okay, please. Don't bring her secrets out here.
Oh.
Okay.
I should not bring...
Okay,
I have to start.
Okay.
Parce que lim def ni is serious. They pare taxi other things like GDFB million bim jëlon ci li baro mota manela xam nga ma la té manela baro so démé dafa mistress jigen ji mota mu génné ko génné bu gaaw bi ni ndeketam ñu ma wax légui né mom ojé interior minister bi ak sobo buñ paré wona daha mu téé ci né buñ ñande ke ñoñu dañ planon pour coup d'état baro loolu yëpp baro yëg na ko léegi la ma ko nit di wax ni from Gambia man dama waaru man defi
Said.
Well, very unfortunate right there. I mean, very, very unfortunate. Definitely, it is true. The person who leaked this audio, I think they have some responsibility in this. But also, Tukujalo being somebody who works at the, I think she's at the embassy in Dubai. I think she definitely should have known better that now you cannot hold certain conversations, you cannot talk about certain issues, and you have to be very, very careful who you speak to these things about. And she did mention GDF. We were the ones who were working with GDF to raise those funds. I forgot to ask Tukurosi about that, but I saw someone posted on Facebook that GDF needs to come out and tell us about those millions. I actually do not know if it was millions, but I know that we helped GDF raise funds at that time when the coalition needed it at the time. So, Omar Wali, that's what it is. Unfortunate situation, right?
Yeah, definitely. This was it's what they call classified information between her and someone, and somebody decided to leak it.
Yeah, but maybe this is all hearsay because, you know, the kind of stuff that they were saying in that audio, a coup d'etat, I don't know who would want to do a coup d'etat exactly with economic in the Gambia. You know, who is going to do a coup d'etat?
There are so many radio kankangs here too.
Yeah, I think those are just speculations. That I think she said on there that I'm not going to call legi from Banjul. Yeah. You know, I think that need koko definitely because definitely female with economic here every minute ñoo ngey romba topato sen soxla waxu ñoo ken ku bëgga yëngatu de mom ori yaay jame time bobu lo gis yow la de. But then there was also this audio with Dabo. Did you give that to?
No, I don't think I saw.
Yes.
It was not an audio.
It was actually on Pata's wall. You didn't see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I gave it to.
You have it?
Technician.
Okay, maybe they can play that one too. Let's listen to that one because everyone is like, that was audio.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm going to replace my AfriCell 3G SIM card.
Why use a 3G SIM card when you have a 4G phone? Replace your 3G SIM card today for the real AfriCell 4G SIM and receive 1 GB of internet data for free.
Really?
Yes, get 1 GB for free just by replacing your SIM card at any AfriCell outlet with no loss of contact. The cost of bundle from the 3G SIM card is the same for the 4G SIM. And guess what? With the 4G SIM card, you can also connect to the 3G network as well.
This is so cool. I'll replace my 3G SIM card right away to the real 4G SIM and receive my very own 1 GB for free.
From AfriCell, it's always real and it's for free.
Where AfriCell goes, no one has the speed to follow.
What it means for a party is that there should be more opportunities given to women. So that when we talk of women empowerment, we should really mean it. We should not just reduce women to kingmakers. They themselves should be elected to places of responsibility where they can kids. And this is what the national mayoress elect Rahilu, this is what it indicates. And it's what is telling the party. So, give women opportunities. And if you give them the opportunities, they will show that they are capable, they are competent, and they can deliver. Do you feel proud that she comes from your party, given the fact that it becomes the first mayor, if reports are confirmed? Well, yes, certainly. I'm very, very proud that a very important event in history in this of the Gambia is associated with my party. That makes me very, very proud.
What next for United Democratic Party? Now you're the dominant party. What next for this party?
Well, for the party, we want to consolidate on our electoral processes so that come 2021, the UDP forms a government of. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think that's the wrong audio that we were talking about. The one that was sent to us and saying we should play it is this. It's actually this one. Let's
Babi, Madakunda Membekiri, more mandala and if you can see Sawokeno as a fundamento. Odoko left and broke Masila, using Karopanta. I will be jiggling in a Kavoko, Kunkoni Bawali Yaman, Alfanade, Jimika Sotlaje.
Okay, I think that if you listen to the conversation, actually the person who sent it to me, who first played it for me, I was trying to explain to them that maybe they're misunderstanding something. Because what they're trying to say here is that what Dabo is saying, Nisunkaro Tambita, what means go menketa thing.
Okay.
You know, with the cabinet shuffle. But they don't get it. What he is trying to say here is about ako ilaftaman sakundala UDP damabe kela dame. What that means is he's talking about nimbaro nyol pareta. Ninkarte fay donada. For election donada. Ito lamol. Yalon ko abekela UDP government lete. Ako fanang ise sawo keno.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, ninyindo banta fontol nata, then momo lafta menna, what kind of work you want to do, you know, how you want it. That time you will have it because it will be a UDP government. Whereas if they fail, it will be them. Ni winter ni aktrai, ufanambeke itoleti. Ako, wodokuwa ni sunkaro tambitambe, wodokuwa kelale. Well, I mean, ni sunkaro tambita, party nyinna wote. I think he was talking as a party leader. Okay. Not as a government official. That's what I picked up, unless if I don't speak a good Mandinka. But what I picked up is that Dabo speaking as the Dabo of the party leader of the United Democratic Party, but not Dabo, the foreign minister at that time.
Oh, I get you now.
Yes, do you understand?
I understand. He was
Does it make sense?
In his capacity as the Secretary General of the United Democratic Party.
Yes.
Not as the foreign minister.
No.
Okay.
No, he wasn't speaking as a foreign minister. He said, UDP mansakunda natambeo kelele fayalon control UDP ntol damma ntol lebetar laje andung nsensa wo keno. Ako fananko nin sunkaro banta be o do ko kelale. That is nin sunkaro banta e be o do ko kelale pour que la patio bambandi. Pour isaje ni election do nata etolesi. Ndanga wala jije for the nata I don't speak good Mandinka, but if you think there is another meaning to this, call us. Oh, okay, someone is saying I'm spinning. Well, you have a right to your opinion, and you know whatever you do, someone will have something against it. It's up to you. But this is what I learned. But if you who is saying I'm spinning, if you have a better understanding of what he said, the number is Fatu Radio Live. Join us live on Skype and call us and tell us what you think is what Dabo was saying when he said those words to a WhatsApp forum, you know. So please let us know if you know. Yen mi wedding ngeen du lolu ñun dañ spin please yen mi spinut balal la ñu rek ngeen call ngeen wax ñu yen tamit lan ngeen fone lolu la Dabo min Omar Wali ma fa amani ka kaw moy len
nga man nga kaw moy
ite ma man ko moy la moy ba ila moy ye moy
pour banko ni bal halo meten sabo ni nato ala nimbar ala baraka hanbide ndakara fo dilalla ka foko doku dal fanan be nyaado babi mata kunna membe kiri dana mata kunda lamu patiwol bene bidde ni mata kunda la ay laftale
hold on 1 second.
Okay. UDP dam mandela mata kunda mo eni mo mandela and if UDP ko si sa wokeno mata kunda mento odoko lafta mboko masila ni sunkaro banta adu be jikri ni na kago ko ni bawari nyamen alfana be jibita sotlaje
ako do ko be mensa kunda mbije sa mbele dentala ba ni mo bandan sim fast hello yes. Hey.
Yes, Fatu Camara, this Musa Fofana.
Yes, Musa, how are you?
Yeah, doko be back.
I'm back and demanding.
Yeah, amba ya fo nyameng amba mulka dabola ko misinterpret back le nya crossing. Dabola na parisien fa fo janne kabrin na sister do kay ko sam politiko bantale nyanta kam fo nya ko no ako sanu politiko be commencer kan kunke ako because ku kilim bije wolon ko fonga lo kaji ko na yidi fi masa kundai lo banko nyinka ay ko mori pile in parisien amma mela in la script parisien ka bani president tara nyola tola in belgium then gambenol amba nyanta bakan careful and then secondly fan left diamu folon tugu jallo kumoti yesterday I spoke with tugu jallo to confirm from her because ka fu audio ni ngamole tuku ko something baka tara wala to wala diamu da america ate diamu mo wala da kono ate bola kumole ansakanu ay mu fonte diamu kono something baka tara wala
aba ansakanu min tole
audio
aba ansa kanu forum wala kono ban fa ba ansa kanu ala friend labor
from the forum because baka taro wala toni wo always akata audio le bulala Facebook wala katu kumol fala about Adam Barrow about the government everything alkeden manni kuma jama then akate bola kumol ansa kanu because wo diamu dalum wo be nyin wolin kumol le nati ay kumo mun nati tuku wo kole tuku jakal tuku kay ko woto nabe tenne woto afo jakal wota bake de wala tuku fan nat diam kilu nyim fo kumo tara tenne den tuku fon diamu tan tuku fon audio be bulen audio be bulle be baka nadia amba ila whatsapp no nga soro fon basen directly il faut moy baka diamu be mo di baka tarawalle baalo ne be tuku fon diamu mele directly kumo ngata nyame ba understand na what bakari mun mi akale tenne but amba mumbije rek wolam ko amba we need to be fonga hakilo to bake because was a group de kabinju dan kala fole nte ba ko no bota ko no sign I don't want to waste my time on was a group ngol fo molen ko political bantale let's try to make sure we develop nga je man sakunda bi da nyaato nyaamen nga tat kayro nyi ko mbodo ko mun kon kunum bere nga long ba nim fo tam fon kelelam be mu lo kunto mu jawata then we need to be very careful nde always ga yamarol di mola wala na ay ngam I was a group completely I'm not any part mata was a group and killing kono and then actually banko la do ko la nyata nyi dolu biral sañ ni da banko nyata mbele de this is the fact but Gambian we need to be very careful dia mo ni siata wolum ko mobe be fola kuma ko fokana ko abebe fola we need to be careful with ourselves politiko tambidal nyanta bu aldano yaji be accident nyame ya muta ya kidde chabo fay ba ko no bolni nala this is the problem mon nyanda bu kella victims of the Gambia ye lawyer can make so ina tamuna we kama luala karo ko kumat
okay
political abantal sign inu barabake
okay baraka bake fofana thank you very much to those who are asking what is the number to call is Fatu Radio Live. We're on Skype. Is FATU Fatu Radio RADIOLIVE Fatu Radio Live. If you call, we would take 2 more calls before we go. Amawali, I think some are still not convinced. They're like, no, you all are spinning it. But definitely, maybe if you don't speak Mandinka, it will be hard to understand. But that's exactly what he said. And it's like we have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Fatu.
Yes.
Ulara, kontana.
Hanitana tembijang jumalem.
Yo, Omar Malmolo.
Okay. Ha.
Ngani diam la labon la moy andun kala la moy Bakar Tara wala fanana audio la baranta lafta min fola wala nyinti ko Bakar Tara wala o molete mi yalon ko mantra masakunda do kula andun ate mi ro mi so bawo Gambiano lon attack wala fo oto nimmi me masakunda do kula mom yalon ko mantra masakunda do kula ni wo mi mira wako fo eta ko jabir nya sifala and we tabe do kula masakunda eta ko kumol fo min yalon ko wol ni masakunda it doesn't even go with professional ethics o de mari de ngamira e mari min ka manke ku so wodo Gambiano nyanta min kala gan tonya ko en nyola manke pat asadi wala kudor nimmi ma ke ku ya fa ko e kumo fe ma fo ku akaba ko kude tara be kering wala yirafta nyin kude tara andaka minister min tofo ni nara jibe this is just modo bukala fika jela fo aka min tofo ngajibe wala mum mosi palle aka modo le ke sa camera baroda cabinet o kono kam signol lebbe je min yaron ko ni dol mo kampudo ni do mo kampudo ka fo ni dol lafta kude tara kala mum kude ta si falo wodi wala mo ko malde min yaron ka manyana bola public official of mo da kono fo ka ke audio ti fo ko sen bolje on danga mera wotu ko jallo e kuma kono min fo manke kuma de mi yalon ko kuma kendol do I think they are very divisive and they are not good for democracy.
Okay. Abaraka Bakeng.
Aboko Bakare Leovo. Okay. Bakare mu is just a normal citizen like any other person who can say anything.
Okay. Abaraka Bakeng ifana moile, thank you very much. You said today amnanya bene one more person. Oma Wali, is there anything you want to contribute to this before?
For now.
No, for now.
No, I don't have anything to contribute. Let me listen to them.
Really, so we're just saying, if you want to call in and tell us what you think about this whole issue, the Tukujalo issue and the Dabo audio, we actually talked about it, but some people still think that's not what he said. If there is something that you want to explain, and you feel free to call us here. It's Fatu Radio Live. It's a Skype number. You can call us on Skype, and we would listen to you. We would like to hear from you. But those are the 2 audios. The Dabo one, you wouldn't believe how many messages I had since yesterday. They're like, "Where you all are not talking about it?" But that's what it is. And the Tuku Jalo one, some are still saying, definitely what is right here is that Tuku made a mistake. That's what some people are saying. They're saying, oh, okay. Okay, well, if you think I'm spinning and you know the answer, please call. Here's an opportunity for you. Like, a whole lot of people are listening, so you have the opportunity to call right now. You who think I'm spinning, call in so you can tell us what, I mean, for what interest. You know what I went through with all these parties. I'm not in any of them, and they know that. I just want to be as independent as I can. But definitely, and sometimes it goes really bad when there is something that they do and we have to talk about it. We make some of them uncomfortable, but we do, Omawari, right? Of course. Many a times you talked about Dabo here in a way that maybe most of his followers don't like. Yeah. But we have to do that because it's the job. But also, we cannot hear something and we know what they're saying, and just for the sake of spinning it, we say otherwise. I think that would also not be very fair to them. So if I can call it, then we can get ready to wrap up. Someone is still asking, what is the number? It is Fatu Radio Live. It's a Skype number. It's FATU, like how we, Fatu Radio, all one word. Fatu Radio Live, that's the Skype number. So next time, just add the number because we want to give you an opportunity in a segment where you can call in and speak your mind. We have a caller. Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Mr. Troublemaker, yes.
This is not troublemaker, man. I just want to help them. Fatu, I think anybody who knows Usainu Dabo, you know that Usainu does not mince his words. Mm-hmm. Any political platform he has stood on behalf of the UDP, he will always let everybody know that he wants the UDP to form the next government. More bay well on it. Anytime Mr. Dabo stands on the political platform, I could get it. When he came to New York in September 2017, when he had a meeting with the UDP people, he told them, let us go to work. We had succeeded in sweeping the National Assemblies. Local government elections are coming. Let us win these things so President Barrow can have his desire to be able to do things. He can control the executive, has the legislature, and has the local government. He said that everywhere. But he did tell them, let us go and work so when the next election comes, UDP can win nothing less than 55%. Mm-hmm. He said that in any platform that he stood as, Benjamin Befogantin, this was coming in the heels of the success of the local government elections. Mm-hmm. And the audio, the video that I sent was the same one. It just happened that one was, the interview that he was doing, talking to those people was done in Madinka, but the other one was in English. Mm-hmm. Even where he started by telling everybody, we all share this. Mm-hmm. They want to spin. What is surprising in this whole thing is, mm-hmm, I don't understand why anybody would think that Usainu Dabo will instigate the removal of Fatu Camara. Yeah. I don't understand it.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Since the very first time that he set foot in the national stuff, when she called your radio, and then we had a conversation with Fatu Camara, mm-hmm, she never looked back. She had always been by the side of the UDP, especially when Usainu Dabo was in prison.
Yes.
So when Fatimata was appointed, when she was nominated, Usainu was the only party leader that actually stood the neck out to tell people the president did not even, I think somebody asked that question, he said, look, the president does not have, the constitution did not say when you should swear in the president, the vice president.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
She went ahead and said, in an interview, she said, well, why would you guys put in Fatimata? She said, look, Fatimata Tambajang provided a document that was valid. At the time, she was in France. At the time, she does not even have the idea of wanting to be vice president in that country. So the documents that she tendered from France, nobody could think that those ones were false. So Usainu stuck his neck out for Fatimata Tambajang, besides the relationship that they have. I don't understand, like, if we want to have to drag President Barrow for changing the cabinet, let us do that. Usainu has nothing to do with this. UDP, we are the one person, the only people, all of us, myself included, we stuck our necks out for Fatimata Tambajang. I did it.
Yes.
And it was not because of our relationship with Usainu Dabo, but because I thought she did well from Fatu Camara to the UDP April events to taking part in the coalition, and the fact that she was an person who was not politically affiliated, I thought it was better that she was vice president. Yeah. And I did not regret standing up for that. But if Mr. Barrow thought that is different, they're changing. I don't understand why Usainu would instigate. Like, Usainu did not hide that she wanted to be a president of the Gambia. He said that everybody understood that. He's been looking for that for 22 years. And each time he would go to the Gambian people to vote for him. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why this whole thing was like, oh, he is greedy, he is not whatever. Everybody wanted to be a president of the Gambia. Usainu is not an exception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, thank you very much, Pata. And someone is saying, look at him again, promoting the UDP agenda. But thank you for your time. We appreciate.
Don't call me Pata. Either call me Bapata or just call me the.
Pata, can you please? No, Omar wala fuela mo telephone landi.
Pata. All right, man.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think Lamdo is about to call. We wait for that one last call, and then we would take leave of you. Lamdo is about to call now. Then right after that call, we would go. And we'll be back again next Monday, right?
Yeah.
Because the show is Monday through.
Exactly, and
yes.
we're getting this thing from Tukulor as well.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think she has the Skype number, because we don't want to be holding phone up to the mic. That's not very professional. We've been doing it, but it's not the right thing to do. We're waiting for this one call. Sunyo erect and ñu pare pour ñu ñew dem. Did we play our adverts today?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take that call first. Hello, Skype. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, ma'am.
Fatu.
Yes, ma'am.
Man la Lamdo. Wow, naka.
Fine, thank you, Lamdo. Naka nga def?
That's good. Fine. Omar.
Naam.
I like that you're speaking better today.
Huh?
I can hear your voice much better today.
Oh yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I was calling about Dabo's audio.
Mm-hmm.
I really do think, I don't believe that it has anything to do with this reshuffle. Now, watch Fatu's gonna go on Facebook, tell everyone I'm UDP now, but that's not the intention here. I mean, I think if we're talking and we're all seeing the same things, and we're really speaking to try to speak for truth's sake, we have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, I feel that this audio was all about. I agree with you, Fatu. It was on probably a UDP rally. He's telling them this is because everybody's griping or saying something about, oh, UDP should have this, UDP should have that, or Barrow should be listening to UDP. I think this all stemmed from Barrow doing the Barrow Youth Movement. So I think this was just his way of saying, man, let's wait till it is our own, then we can actually have a better say and have more say as to how we want the government to be, because when we have it and it's all UDP, then we can have more control of what we want, and we can have the things we want, and the things we want to see, we can then have them in office. But to say it has to do with the reshuffle, if you're being cynical, you can say, okay, maybe Barrow heard the video too, because we all heard the video. The video was during Ramadan. We all heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can, if you want to be cynical, you can say maybe Barrow had the audio too, and he tried to preempt them. You know, that's another way you can look at it. But to say that the audio, this is what Dabo was talking about, I don't think Dabo wouldn't call this a UDP government, in the sense that all the UDP folks have been removed from the powerful ministerial offices they were in. As you can see, we're signing now.
Lamdo, I don't mean to cut you short, but you know what someone said here? That's really funny. The person said, another UDP caller. I'm like, Lamdo and UDP?
See, that's the thing. They don't even know. You know, they don't even know. And that's the same thing. Like I said it on Fatu Radio on Sunday. I said something that favors the UDP. And I mean, if you want to be honest, if you want to talk about what's going on, you can't just be one-sided and be blinded. You blame people that you call the Sadilis and the Patas. You tell them that they're blind followers. And then when something happens, like Faraba, that everybody's on the same page, nobody said they had left the UDP when they were talking about the Faraba people in a positive light. So if you're looking at the same thing, the sky can only be blue. It can only be blue. So you can call me UDP, you can call me whatever. I mean, I've been everything. Since that Sunday that I went on Fatu Radio and Fatu came on Facebook to joke about it, I've been getting all these UDP friend requests. I was actually going to send Sadie Lee to tell them that announce it, that I'm really not UDP, for them to, because I don't want to hurt their feelings, because I write independently, in my opinion. So the next day they'll see something and they'll be really upset. So they can call me UDP if they like, but that's how I interpret the audio, the Dabo audio. I'm not that fluent in Mandinka, but just using my common sense and my faculties. And I heard it, like Pata said, it had been said in English before, that we'll wait till we get in power. So to me, I took it as the next elections, when UDP comes to power, then they will do everything the way they want it. So, but I guess this is the reason some people say people hate I mean, too much of anything is not good. You cannot be just defending to the level of even taking some nonsensical things, spinning it to whatever.
Exactly, just
and
because
you cannot also just hate.
I think that would be
it
unfair.
kills you either way.
I think that would be
There's a
very
moderation in
unfair.
everything.
Yeah, that would be very unfair just because you don't like UDP to the extent of,
Right.
spinning stuff just to make them look bad. That would be really unfair.
Exactly.
But Lamdo, thank you very much. Someone is calling
All
you
right, thank
PPP
you.
right here.
All right,
Thank you. I think Omar has someone on his WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, someone is joining.
And
yes.
after that call, then we will go. Now it's like we're getting a lot of messages on WhatsApp as well, sending audios, and he's saying you can listen to them. Okay, I will listen to these audios when I'm done. Unfortunately, we didn't call Tuku Jallow. We should have arranged that. It's very unfortunate, and I don't think she can even speak. I think you will have to go through the foreign ministry.
Right.
But then we will find out from, what's his last name, Cisse?
Sekou
Cisse, sometime soon, hopefully next week, if the issue is still up. So we're waiting on this person that Omar is trying to. It looks like it's someone on the. Hello, yes. Okay, why? It's it's kind of too low. Let's try to see. Tell you, I'm gonna Skype. Be there. Hello. Hello. Well, it's kind of too low.
Let me try.
But we don't like to do that.
Yeah, because we don't have
that's
options.
Not right.
So
Yeah, let's
hello.
make this show because that's not right.
Can I talk now?
Yes, you can talk now. Who is this, please?
Okay, this is Lolly calling.
Lolly. Okay, Lolly.
Lolly, and you have the Skype.
I'm not trying to, say it in English or anything.
Okay,
Fatu,
feel free.
I just want to come to Auntie Tukujalo's audio that's going around.
Okay.
I don't care anybody they're paying their own bill mun nañoo def seen audio nu mu leen neexee. waaye comme yow tey audio bu mel ni su eggee fu mel ni si suñ maam yi wala suñ tante yi wala suñ oncle yi nekk overside. ñu dégg ni OJ ak Fatmata dañ doon coup d'état ñooñu lu ñoo xalaat.
Waaw.
sooy wax yu mel nii da ngaa wax loo xam ne lu am la reality loo xam ne du scare nit ñi ba ñii fuñ dem dañ leen a def ennemi coup d'état wax bu rëy la xam nga ñoo nga dem ba pare ñooñu lu ñoo coup d'état ak kan la ñoo coup d'état ba pare fi mu nekk ñu ngee bind yooyu la ñoo use audio boobu ñeneen ñi ñu ngi ko dégg rek ne dégga la ñu ngee bind yu garaaw di relate ñi ak that new thing NIA biñ change tur bi wax yu garaaw ñii ku leen xam ne ñii mënu ñoo nekk traite si benn doomu aadama si Gambia. understand naa nit ki su liggéeyee ba nii ratuloo ko nga génne ko waaye bu leen dem di teg lu ñaaw si seen der yu mel ni ay nit ñi ay terroriste la ñoo ay yu kenn xamut ba pare man dama bugg a xam tamit ndax nit ñi su fekkee dañu wax dëgga Gambien si xam nga ñoom lu leen féewo lañ dee farle bu fekkee dañoo wax dëgga rek ndax diplomate war naa dem lekk benn ci na ma doomu daayam ba suutee audio di wax loo xam ne lu ko óorut la oo lu amut la di ko serve nit ñi di ko jël di ko consume di foog ne lii lu am la ndax loolu is it right.
loolu moom is very unfortunate.
I don't care what anybody says nag ku nekk sa opinion nga am dafa man ku ma attaque fii nga maa fekk man I don't give a damn waaye li maa wax mooy ndax dégg la yow war ngaa lekk sa benn ci nga jël sa audio wax fa lu la neex. am na keneen moo xam ne jigéen bi dafa dem def audio impliqué Tangara te moom loolu du dégg te ñu xam ne ki ko def.
waaw coach may ñu 1 second kii pare rek ñu jël la may ñu 1 second. waaw ma ne loolu kay loolu is very unfortunate wax nañ ko.
xam nga nit ñi dañ naa fexe waaye ndax diplomate war ngaa dem yow taxpayers money nga nekka nekku ne danga fi nekkal Samba o Demba Gambien bi yëpp ngaa liggéeyal nga dem rek kontaan def sa audio rek ne yow ba pare lu mel ni lii waxal dégg sax waaye nga dem wax lu garaaw lii su ko suñ mbokk yi déggee ñi nga xam ne jaaruñ or anything ñun dina lu ñoo foog lu ñoo xalaat.
waaw it's very unfortunate.
dafa amee ni ñoom dafa am fu ñoo jëlee soos te du dégg dañoo taxal ñeneen te woon na yàlla ñi déggu ñoom ñoo xat toog rek fabriqué seen fabriqué.
It's very unfortunate.
Baro sax wàcce na airport ñu ne leen ñu laaj ko mu wax li mu wax soo léegi lu tax nit ñi mënuñoo dunda si mandu ñu bàyyi fabriqué.
waaw waaw jërëjëf loolu comme li ma wax rek is a jërëjëf.
I don't care naka la ko nit ñi gisee waaye it's not right dafa ne diplomate da nga war a am sa place taxpayers money nga dundee bul nekk fii di wax loo xam ne amut.
jërëjëf it's very unfortunate situation comme ni nga ko waxee rek comme li nga wax dëkk bi nit ñu bari buñ déggee wax niñ koy jëlee bu fekk balaa muy leer fekk léet na waaye am na keneen koo xam ne mu ngi si line bi mooy last caller bi coach Pa Samba Jaw hello coach.
jërëjëf Auntie Fatou ak oncle Omar.
te acca rek waxal yow tam soo paree ñu ne la yaa ngi UDP.
No, man moom is okay fu nekk la ma gaay booleel bul worry
dañ dee nekk doy yenn saa nga nekk
te ma ut doy tey maa ngi ut liggéey ëllëg dama mer aw ma liggéey so is okay why not yeah why man I listened to the audio and xam nga lu olof di wax rek ñu ne tombé mooy indi ay gaaf foog naa loolu moo happen and then of course when we are in the season of silly politics ku nekk you'll interpret anything the way that you need to interpret it or want to interpret it. Why, man, my little understanding of Mandinka, I did not hear anywhere where Dabo is saying that this government that we have in place is going to be turned into a UDP government. And I think the linga hamne mom la wax moy mbebetam, and that's the mbebet of all other political parties. Moy ne the next government they would want to form that government in their entirety. But I've heard Dabo made this pronouncement in English, and I've heard Ajay Yamseka interviews where she mentioned next elections they are going purely UDP. They are not going to form a coalition with any political party because an objective and their goal is to form a purely UDP government. And so sometimes I think the nini duñ lay bàyyi seen xel ni ñoo dégloo because su fekkoon ne waa ji loolu Ousainou Darboe góola mooy wane you know what after we record a UDP government, the only UDP thing that was positive for UDP, if you look at it in one way, Ousainou Darboe from foreign minister to vice president.
That was it. That was all.
The finance minister is a more senior portfolio than trade ministry.
Yeah.
So the UDP guy was taken from a senior ministerial position and devoted, if you want to call it that, to trade. You know, and if you look at Mambure Njai, I didn't know that he was UDP or Tangara was UDP.
No, yeah.
You know, so sometimes it's good to look at things objectively before just running and making other things. But the other issue that I wanted to raise was Butuko Jalo. I heard that audio. It didn't make sense because even the argument that Tuko was trying to make. You know what, OJ dafa dem xawma fooñi moom moo jabari Barrow ak xawma kan well su fekkee ne loolu la OJ du la def why would Barrow then wanna remove OJ from the ministerial position ak yu noonu ba pare you know ndax OJ daf doon wax nit mu record ko ci garam or not OJ kii Tuku or not. This is where it is important when you are a public figure, especially a civil servant, be very, very careful what you say, where you say it, and who you say it to. Because at the end of the day, in this day and age, nobody has control over Lumawa Elekfumo Guinea. People have their phones, they can record you on the spot anywhere. It's illegal, it's not illegal in all, like in the United States, here in Maryland, it is illegal. But in New York, the only one person can need to have consent of recording you, and that is Munda Nekasakiga Hal's telephone. So to me, I think they took really, really dropped the ball on that. And we should move away from this politics of cynicism, where you try to rumor mongering, they should stop. You know, you cannot just go and start this coup d'etat. Are you out of your mind? First of all, even without economics, people will come and kill you. So someone I think is very, and I hope it will be a teachable moment for everybody, especially those that are entrusted with public position. If you're a civil servant, act like one. And I think you will not have a problem. Fatu, why with that, thank you guys so very much and keep it on.
Well, thank you very much, Coach Pasamba Jau. So definitely next week, Tamit, at some point we will open the line so that we can have people call in anytime new dega send bat. Because it's very important because ñun ñep ñun ñoko bokka baax na ñu dégg ci Omar Wali dégg ci man dégg ci yéen tamit mi nga xam ne yéen ay seetaan so definitely next week dinañ bugg a ngeen call lu bare su ko defee yéen tam ngeen wax dinañ def benn segment boo xam ne even if it's going to be like 7 minutes or 5 minutes that we can give it to them so they can also come in with their take waaye Coach Pasamba Jaw wax na ko is very unfortunate lu xew nii lu génna waaye Tuku Jallow should have known better ne ñun fu mu nekk nii si moom liggéeyam sensitive na ba pare tamit am na yoo xam ne su ko waxee nit ñi dinañ ko jël ñu yóbbu ko waaye tamit ba tey maa ngi wax rek si ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk si jikko bii di leen ñaan rek di wax rek ne is also very wrong su fekkee ne nit óolu na la mu ñëw wax ak yow sa waxam nga jël ko dal di ko jël tasaare ko si àddina bi xaw ma kan moo def lii waaye óor na ma ne moom itamit fu mu toog fooguma ne dina nekk na dina xat daal dina ko xaw a métti parce que dafa mel ni rusloo na nit bu baax a baax a baax Omar Wali, what's your take before we go now?
That's my take. And they have exhausted everything.
You see? He don't like to talk. You're going to talk.
I don't want to put my opinion on this thing.
Yeah,
but
no.
quite
Well,
simply, like they said,
you're Gambian too.
Yeah, I'm a Gambian too.
Yeah.
Like, we should know what to say, what not to say, who to say to. Like somebody emphasized that she's a diplomat, and the lady called Nyang something.
I'm not going to call Fatu la to the call. I'm not going to Fatu. Kena ko to the Fatu. Munge call. Actually, gisun is a call bide. Ngane yange call. Munge hulo gisun mange call. Gisun ko de. I'm not munge call London. Nyo would de. You know sa call bi nyo would de wa London bi. Sa call bi nyo would de. Try one more time. Nga said why nyo would. Yes, you were saying.
So that's what I was saying. Like somebody emphasized that she's a diplomat, and and like Omar Malmo Sambu, something like that, said similar thing. As a diplomat or as somebody working in the government, you cannot be responding to people who are not in any responsible position. Excuse me for my language. Like you have been sent, and like Loli also said, sent to do as an ambassador. They expect you to know what to say, what not to say, who to talk to. And so on. So I think we have someone on the line.
Yes, on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Fatu.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Ñu ngi la dégg. Nke moy?
Hello. Yeah, nuyu naa leen. Dama bëgg a wax rek lu gàtta mooy ne man dama foog naa tamit ne war ngeen a address Barrow naka la saake at higher ministers. Because sooy saak minister di leen higher après ñoom yëguñ ko di ko jox ñeneen ñu leen ko jox. I mean loolu it's not a good thing to do because loolu moo create all these things. So man
waaye xam nga soo seetee si constitution bi xam nga ban segment ban lii la coach dem na ni ko doon moom xëj na dina mun a wax ban part la exactly wante soo seetee su président yi daxa dafa wax ne according to dafa wax section bi mu ne the powers vested on me 70 I think it's 71 or 70 some loolu moom moo ko jox power boobu pour mu mun a def loolu bu ñëwee mu xaay la bu ñëwee mu génne la waaye foog naa constitutional review committee bu ñu am nii maybe these are some of the reasons yi nga xam ne nañ ko seet because maa ngi dégg ne National Assembly tam am na standing order boo xam ne pour affaire yi ñu ñuy xaaya ak yooyu waaye loolu tamit sax nekkuñ di ci wax so what we're going to do dinañ gën a laajte ñu follow loolu waaye definitely si constitution bi dama day gis muy wax ne the powers vested on me as the president dama relieve kii wala dama indi kii
waaw loolu laa wax ma ne su nekkee yaa ngi def loolu sa constitution bi moo la ko jox war ngaa waxtaan ko xam ne yaa ngi ko saak or anything because doo jël nit rek si cabinet especially in the cabinet nga toog moom di gis every time ba pare nga saak ko xam ko lu ma mit ne sooy def jikko yi dafa isi nit yi di speculate ñoom Tuku Jallow foog naa lii la keneen foog naa soo doo leen blame because dafa am action yoo xam ne daf dee jur leneen soo moo tax nit ki soo nekkee ne managerial skills position da nga war a jël responsibility on those things xam nga yow doo saak Omar Wali ba pare jox ko sa driver bi au sommet mu jox ko
mooy suma boss
loolu is wrong
waay sigil nag definitely loolu I think loolu dina war a ibbi bunta pour debate bu bari parce que most of the time even su dee du Gambia rek bu fekkee ne président dafa daaxa lu bari de normally dañuy daaxa noonu rek ba pare tamit foog naa the fact ne dina xaw a uncomfortable pour imaginal pour président mu ñëw toog ak ñen lañ daaxa sax OJ Tamba Jang an kenn nga ñëw toog ak ñoom nga xool ko ne ko dama la daaxa fo naa moo tax always fo naa vice moo dee daaxee
loolu is part of being a president loolu daf ko war a am loolu is bu nekk da nga war a am
xaw ma nag ndax da nga understand some all of it waaye what we are trying to say mooy like they always said president has the prerogative to hire and fire and all the time he does not have to explain to anybody. At times when he's hiring a minister he might consult people why he doesn't when he's fired somebody but you know I don't think this is my opinion. For example, I'm a minister and I did something I was involved in a scandal and they fired me. For example, took bribe somewhere and I've been fired. They fired me, that is okay. But Ghanaian Omar Wali took $1 million from someone with favored contract, whatever. Hangalolu mom, that thing also will haunt me for the rest of my life. And it may even close some doors for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
but we just need but we just need to do things right. I think if you're a president, if you hire your cabinet minister, they have to know that if you're going to fire them, you have to consult them and fire them. You cannot do it because it speculates. It makes people do a lot of try to justify why you did it. That's not good for. You don't unite people like that. You don't unite a country like that. It's just, culture you should not practice. That's all.
Yeah,
that's just what I just want to add to it. Thank you very much.
Okay, if I understand you well,
thank you.
At times it happens. Sometimes I might do wrong. Even in normal official procedure, they might call me and give me a warning letter. And second, it might follow by another warning letter or so. So we don't know what happens there at times. So we cannot say exactly whether the president, but like you said, these people are reviewing the constitution. Hopefully they might put all those things into consideration. We have seen Donald Trump fire Mark, how do you call him again?
Well, I always say when people speak like that, I see Donald Trump, I'm like, that doesn't make it right. But let's hope that the Constitutional Review Committee looks into all of that and see maybe then the president would start explaining. But yes, president, do you also want to make that public? It could be something that's embarrassing. It could be something that would embarrass the person's family.
Yeah.
But Fatu, it's the same thing. You divorced your wife. But you didn't tell her, you didn't discuss about it, but you go and give it to the maid to give your wife to be divorced. Those things are wrong. What I'm just saying is that it's wrong to do these things like that. It doesn't matter if it's constitution, it doesn't matter if it's the law, it's just ethical in management skills to do that,
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Gambians in the diaspora. You all are calling. I'm still getting more calls, but we have to go. We will give you time to be able to call in and interact with us here in the Gambia, because we have viewers from all over that listen to this program. Can I call? Can you walk 2 minutes? Like, hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Dafa mel ni moom nekkul di ñu dégg hello ok moom dafa mel ni nekkul di ñu dégg am na ñuy ko si WhatsApp bi waaye ngeen baal ñu waaye definitely léegi dinañ leen bëgg di jox opportunity boobu noonu ngeen mën a wax caller bi moom bosam ñëwut I think yàgg nañ fi enough tey fu mu nekk nii it's about 16 minutes to 5 o'clock in the evening and tey moom tawangut moom but we would like to thank you very much for your time. The show starts at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock Gambian time, and that's 11 o'clock Eastern. The reason why we didn't start on time today, we had some issues that we had to sort out. Hello? Tekna. Demna. Why mom do you dega? Hello? Hello? Okay, mom do you dega. So continue to watch this program, and also if you have your products and services that you want to sell, please do not hesitate to send it to us here. We would advertise them for you during segments of the program. And always remember that the Fatu Network has a huge following. Just last week alone, we had our posts reach 4 million people, and we had about 1 million interaction. That means it's even outside of the Gambia. And believe me, it's organic. The Fatu Network, the followers grew with us. When we first started, it was actually in 2008 when the Facebook page was set up. Them. Okay, so Omar Wali, I'm trying to sell, trying to get people to advertise. Yes, so that they can come in. Of course, it's important. Copper is important.
Then I think we have Mariam's segment, right?
Yes, Mariam's segment. Do we have that? And that will be the final one.
fay lempo warugal la si képp koo xam ne doomi réew mi nga ak ñu fi dëkk bu fekkee ne ci at mi sa koom-koom weesu na $2,400 dalasi mbete weer bu nekk di nga am lu tollu si $2,000 dalasi lempo si la nguur gi di sukkandeku ngir liggéey yokkute réew mi GRA mooy banxaas bu nguuri Gambia sas ngir mu fayeku lépp luy lempo ci biir réew mi ba tax na GRA di yëgal faykati lempo yi ne warugal la pour ñu fay lu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment maanaam bépp contract bu waay joxe te si biir réew mi lañu toog kon xaalisi contract bi ngeen nangotoo war nga cee wàññi ci xayma téeméer bu nekk fukka bu fekkee ne contracto bi dëkkut ci biir réew mi bu boobaa di nga war a wàññi téeméer bu nekk fukka ak juróom lii mooy lempo bu ñu naan withholding tax on contract payment lii mooy lempo bi nga xam ne yow mi joxe contract warugal la nga wëlbatiku dem fay ko ci maakaani GRA tax office bu la gën a jege mbete ci banque yi GRA jagleel pour fay lempo war ngaa jébal lempo bi si diiri fukki fan ak juróom gannaaw bi nga wàññee ci xaalis si contrat bi amul benn contracteur bu ñu teggil fay lempo bi xanaa mu fekk ne nguuri Gambia ñoo ko jégale boole si projet yi nga xam ne mbootaay ndimbali ñoo koy dépense GRA di fayeku lempo ngir yokkute réew mi.
Hello lovely viewers, welcome back to Viewers Tube with Mariam Cisse. Famata Jala Tambaja, former Vice President of the Gambia, tweeted, she said, I thank all those who gave and continue to give me tremendous support, including HA President Adama Barrow. My former cabinet colleagues, Gambia supporters in and out of the Gambia, and international partners during my tenure in government. Gambia evolves. Also, the Gambia National Internet Governance tweeted, they said Lamin Juba of GSC is presenting on the access and infrastructure. AC has increased the bandwidth countrywide number the Gambia. Time newspaper tweeted, they said press freedom is under attack across Southern Asia. Meet the journalists fighting back. On the other hand, on Facebook, Gambia News Online posted, they said about the bread issue. Bread price remains at $6 after long negotiation between them and the Bakers Associations. The Office of the Trade Ministry indicated that they were not convinced by the Bakers Association as to the data they have collected from different bakeries across the country. Banky Gray Johnson also posted on Facebook, he said, okay, Abby, go ahead with your badass self-law. Good move. President Adama Barrow is cutting deeply into his office budget and Xing millions of allocations made to cover and running of his office and the first family. Full story is on Facebook. For more information, stay tuned for more. Thank you very much for watching.
TAF Africa Global is pleased to launch Dalaba Housing Estate. Dalaba Housing Estate is our newest estate located on the Sukuta Jabang Road. You can buy a finished 2 or 3 bedroom house or service plots accompanied with a free fence and gate. At Dalaba Housing Estate, you get to enjoy bituminized roads, gated and fenced properties, solar street lights, water reticulation, public amenities, 1,500 fruit trees aligned in streets and many more. Make a 40% down payment today and spread the balance conveniently for 10 years with GT Bank, EcoBank and Trust Bank. Terms and conditions apply. Wait, this is the best part. We are giving a discount on outright payments. For more information and exceptional service, please call our office line on +220 4410 Better still, call us on mobile or via WhatsApp on +220 376 2333 or +220 776 2333. You can also visit our website on www.tafafricahomes.com. TAF Africa Global. Our experience is global. Our focus is Africa.
Well, thank you very much, TAF Africa Global. Thank you for selling a house to Omar Wali today. Congratulations. Well, Manager Bate, Yaya Damo, Yamanja, you all are late. The program is over now. Thank you all for joining us. We have more programs coming on this platform. It will all be on the Fatu Network. We've been working on them. They're ready. Very soon you will be seeing more programs, not just the news review program. And Omar?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. See you then next week.
Thank you all very much. Next week, inshallah. Thank you.